Since the Panthers and Chiefs met down in Southern California in what would come to be known as the first Super Bowl. But now, at modern Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, we are counting down to Super Bowl 60. And we've got a great matchup in store. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. As it will be the Pittsburgh Steelers, the AFC champion, taking on the champions from the NFC, the Carolina Panthers. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. And this was a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I'd agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence. These guys don't lack either one of those. Now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone through a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl?
Let's go full cliche on this one because it works. Remember what got you here. Been a winning formula all season long. This is a team that when we saw them in the preseason, we said they look like a group that has what it takes to be a Super Bowl winning team. And we've been proven right by what we've seen throughout the season. Brandon, that's giving your team a big burst to start things off. Already beginning a drive in the red zone. Hallelujah.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
At the Panthers' 18-yard line.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Achane here, they stay on the ground. Oh, nice move. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line. Well, we know it's a tough mission for this defense to hold them to a field goal after that long kick return, but they're one play away from doing it.
They certainly are very close to accomplishing what they needed to get done because they've treated this like a sudden change. You know, when the offense turns the ball over on a fumble or an interception, before you go out, you get together as a defense to go, sudden change, keep your poise, be ready to go. That's exactly what this group has done.
Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
19, let's go. Hawks, 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. 19, Lion.
Back to throw. Howard flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Everyone rolls into the Super Bowl saying, hey, I'm confident. I'll just do what I did before. But let's face it, you got to be wary of the jitters going into a big game like this. Super Bowl's unlike any other game you're going to play.
And now he's starting out 0 for 2. We'll see if he can rebound. A big one here early in this Super Bowl. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Howard. Looking for Austin. Intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to punt the ball. They've done so with that first run.
Second and 7.
Here we go. Here we go.
Young back near the goal line. Got a man. That's Leggett. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down.
On the pickup. Second and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Let's fight 60. 52 Blues. Hut, hut.
Off the play fake, Young. Rolling to his right. Oh, dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Steelers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
At their own 46-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of the game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Back to throw. Howard eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Howard. This one thrown underneath to H.M. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Operating from the gun, Howard. A quick throw, but incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Completes it to Austin. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Calvin Austin from 19 yards away. And the Steelers are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Panthers nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up.
On the set. Slide, come on, set. Black, 95. Set.
Young going to give to Brooks. And he caught it up. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Recovered by the Steelers.
60 Bison, 60 nothing. Here we go, here we go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go.
Now H.N. on 1st and 10. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Short throw to Smith. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
3rd and 3. Here's a toss left for H.M. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. Boswell's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they have, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Any return to get you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Here we go, set, ready.
It's Young off play action. They'll roll him out right. He'll get this to his running back, Dowdle. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
We've got a lot more ahead of us here in Super Bowl 60. 2nd quarter coming your way next. 10-zip our score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 3rd and 14.
Ready. Blue, 30, punt.
Young now. Forced out to his left. He'll get this complete to the rookie first-round pick. And he's going to be touchdown short of a first. And it's 4th down coming up. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Is the distance on the punt there. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice the game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Second and 6. Over the middle, complete. That's Wilson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Looking to throw. Howard. He's across midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Pass complete to DK Metcalf. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, Howard. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 14. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to the ground, H.M. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Howard. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
H.M. will score. Touchdown, Steelers. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took him home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Panthers nothing.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A give left side. Here's Achane. And he dropped it about the 11 after only a yard.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Up the middle, Achane. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first.
And the Steelers first down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Howard. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Operating from the gun. Howard. That's caught right side. It's Warren. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
19 light. Crack all 8. Track 60.
Looking to throw. Howard. Buying time to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. But that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Warren. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue. But all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote old Smokey and the Bandit where they've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Young off the play fake. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
52 Blues. Ready.
Young will set to throw. Throwing right when that's complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Young to throw on 4th. That is caught. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready. 5, 60 red. 60, 10.
Again, it's Young. Flush to his right. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Cut. 10, cut.
Now here's Young. He'll find McMillan here. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in his first half of play.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped how the guy can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
Let's go. Block 40. Ready.
Out of the gun, it's Young. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hubbard. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And he won't quite make it to the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
If there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the 2nd half.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Ready?
2nd down, another chance for Hubbard. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now Young. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
Panthers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Young. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Howard from the gun, he'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
HN gets it from the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Back to throw. Howard. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
But listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head, out of harm's way.
Flushed out right. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Hands up. Lead. Lead up.
First try for the right arm of Dalton here. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this third quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
HN on the counter. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Looking to throw. Howard. He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. Now a second and 2. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side of Smith. And the Steelers are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
Got it. Ready?
On first and goal. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
Go! Move it, 19. 19 tight. 19 tight. Check out.
Operating from the gun. Howard. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Warren from 13 yards out. And the Steelers are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. Extra point now by Boswell. And that stretches the lead to 27.
That's the score. Steelers 30. Panthers 3.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
On the move to his left. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Young. Sliding out of the pocket. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Young working out of the gun. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Chuba Hubbard from 21 yards away. And the Panthers get a bit closer.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
The 20, 5, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Darnell Washington, 48 yards. And the Steelers are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
This is caught by McMillan. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good for the Panthers. First down. First and 10.
Young to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 45-yard line. On play action, Young. To the right side, hauled in by McMillan. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Let's go. Ready?
Now Young. Steps away to his left. Young is intercepted for the third time this game. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year. They come through with a pick six here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
Only one quarter left here in Super Bowl 60 as we get set to begin the fourth. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they'll have this all the way out to the 50-yard line. Excellent field position.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. There's a short throw caught by Sanders. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard
Throwing, Young. Eluding the pressure right. Open man down the field. That's Liebig. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Young now. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And the Panthers are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
22 middle.
Panthers first down.
Hut.
Looking to throw, Young. Flush to his right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Set. Ready.
They'll throw again. Young escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Bryce Young taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Makes the score
Extra point right down the middle. And that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's second down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Second and 3. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Steelers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
And the Steelers first down.
They'll look to throw again. It's brought in by Wilson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Steelers have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the fourth. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the fourth quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Well, flag comes in. It's incomplete, and I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that one go. Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long.
52 Bulls. Ready?
Off the play fake, Young. And not enough on the throw that time as that one is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Blue striker. Ready.
It's desperation time. Young on 4th down. Working the middle of the field, and he's got man complete. Well, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They go play action. Young, he'll buy some time right. He'll find his man on the comeback route, complete. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Ready.
To the air once more, Young. Finding Sanders on the crossing route. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Flushed out right. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Bryce and that Panthers offense, they're going to stay out there and go for two. The Young's going to throw for this. And this one incomplete. So they went for the two. They don't get it. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. They are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Boswell for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Steelers 58, Panthers 24.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive first and 10. A gain of 3, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Snap will come from the 31 on second and 7. To throw, Young. Eluding the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations. There'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll find Metcalf. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Panthers' 22-yard line.
Back to throw. Howard. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half is pretty... They've got his man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Now Young going to move him around. They'll look to throw now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at triple zeros. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a second and 10.
Set, ready, black ultra, black, 95. Ready.
He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. That is incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Here we go, set, set.
Third down, Young from the gun. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance. The passing game's off balance. And the defense is taking advantage.
So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Here's Achane to start the drive. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
First and 10.
Looking to throw. Howard. This one thrown underneath to Achane. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Back to throw. Howard. That's caught. It's Austin left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Out of bounds at the 27-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
Looking to throw. Howard. That one complete down the field to Smith. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Pittsburgh Steelers have won the Super Bowl. And the Lombardi Trophy is going back to the Steel City. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
Commissioner Goodell on the podium, ready to hand that Lombardi Trophy to the Pittsburgh Steelers. They are your Super Bowl 60 champions. So that'll conclude another captivating season of the NFL on EA Sports. So for Charles Davis and all the hardworking men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying good night from Santa Clara.